Good morning, America. Intense storms rolling through the Midwest. Flash flooding, cars swamped, people making their way through waist-deep water, and a tornado warning at the Iowa Speedway. Plus, the fire near the Grand Canyon exploding in size. Officials expanding evacuation zones with the North Rim closed. Samara on the threats ahead.
Tremendous task. 1 week after catastrophic flooding in Texas, the search continues for more than 160 people still missing. Our Jacqueline Lee embedded with active duty and former Navy SEALs volunteering their expertise as President Trump and the First Lady survey the damage.
I've gone to a lot of hurricanes, a lot of tornadoes. I've never seen anything like this.
And overnight, a vigil to remember the 129 lives lost.
Breaking overnight, a new ruling from a federal judge involving immigration arrests as chaotic scenes play out, including this violent clash at a cannabis farm near Los Angeles. Smoke and tear gas deployed with the urgent hunt for this man allegedly firing at federal agents.
Tariffs on the table. The rundown of President Trump's plans for key trading partners and the impact for consumers, including that morning cup of coffee. Plus the major layoffs at the State Department. More than 1,000 pink slips.
Back to school. Believe it or not, some students heading to class in just weeks. The ways to cut costs, our guide to the top sales happening now, and those money-saving sales tax holidays.
Glitter in the sky, glitter in the eyes, shining just the way we are.
And Amazing Amanda. All eyes on Wimbledon as American Amanda Anisimova looks to make history in the women's final.
I'm levitating, the Milky Way.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Saturday. Good morning, America.
We are levitating this morning. Good morning, America. It is good to see you. Wimbledon, that means it's a big sports weekend.
Big sports
so
weekend.
It's great news that we have ESPN's Malika Andrews in for with this morning.
I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I have butterflies, but in the best way. This is the absolute best way to start my day. We will have several sports stories later, but first we have a lot of news to get to this morning, including the latest on a story out of Seattle. A father accused of attacking a youth referee reaching a deal to dismiss the charges.
We've got so much coming up this morning. We have never had so many curls
That's
on
right.
this
Oh,
news
curls.
desk this
It
morning.
down.
Yes, a lot to get to. Also overnight, investigators sharing their preliminary report into the deadly Air India crash, what we're learning just ahead. But we do begin with that severe weather threat in the Midwest and the mandatory evacuation orders in effect as a wildfire threatens the Grand Canyon. Samara Theodore is here with the very latest. Good morning, Samara.
Good morning, Janae. That's right. Overnight, storms battered the heartland. We even saw wind gusts as high as 70 miles per hour for places like Colorado and into Illinois. Unfortunately, the threat for severe weather continues through the weekend. This morning, severe storms moving through the Midwest, bringing heavy rain and damaging winds. Sirens blaring over the Iowa Speedway during a tornado warning. This video showing a wall cloud passing by the racetrack. Campers there warned, secure loose items and seek shelter. The storm bringing flash flooding too. This car abandoned. This apartment complex flooded. People seen in the waist-deep water trying to clear storm drains.
Crazy.
Heavy rain making traveling difficult on I-280. In Illinois, cars driving through deep water, some not making it. One driver pushing his car to dry land. Back in Iowa, Josh Olney and his family rode out the storm in his basement. His home crushed by his neighbor's tree that snapped.
Kind of mind blown. I kind of never thought this would ever happen to us, but things happen in life that you don't expect. So
All this while the White Sage fire near the Grand Canyon explodes to more than 10,000 acres, 0% contained. Officials expanding evacuation zones, forcing residents to flee and prompting the closure of the famed park's North Rim. That massive blaze fueled by dangerous heat and dry conditions. And that extreme heat warning is in place for the Grand Canyon through Sunday. Temperatures as high as 115 degrees. Not only that, that White Sage fire, as we said, on the northern rim of the park, as a result, it's closed, continuing to burn, 0% containment. Meanwhile, we are tracking our next threat for severe weather. And I want to time this out. I'm talking to my friends in the Great Lakes this morning. This is what your Saturday afternoon is going to look like. Indianapolis down to Evansville, Louisville, Cincinnati. Prepare for storms to sweep through as we head through the overnight hours, have secondary evening plans. So what's the greatest threat? Damaging wind, large hail, but if you live anywhere in this yellow, all the way up into Michigan there, you could see a few tornadoes. So make sure those alerts are ready and handy. Finally, we start to see this shift tomorrow to the East Coast. While it's not a major threat for tornadoes, we are going to see some flooding. So keep that in mind, especially if you live down in the mid-Atlantic. That's a look at the forecast. Back to you.
All right, so much to watch there, Samara. Thank you so much. We're going to go to Texas now, and it's been a week since the catastrophic flooding there, and the death toll, it just keeps rising. President Trump and the First Lady toured the disaster zone. 120 killed, at least 160 still missing. ABC's Jacqueline Lee is right there this morning. Good morning, Jacqueline.
Gio, good morning. President Trump acknowledging it is difficult to comprehend the sheer magnitude of all of this destruction until seeing it in person. Meanwhile, families sorting through all of this debris to find their loved ones.
Overnight, a vigil held to remember the 129 victims from the deadly flash flooding that ripped through Texas Hill Country a week ago.
We've lost a lot, but I know that I have hope. You know, if that's the one message that you walk away with, and that's hope.
President Trump and First Lady Melania surveying the disaster zone Friday, stunned by the level of carnage.
I've gone to a lot of hurricanes, a lot of tornadoes. I've never seen anything like this.
Trump was asked to respond to those who say warning alerts did not go out in time, which could have saved more lives.
Well, I think everyone did an incredible job under the circumstances. This was, I guess Christie said, a 1 in 500, 1 in 1,000 years.
And relentless efforts still underway. Thousands painstakingly searching for the more than 160 people who remain missing.
Canines zeroed in on this area, so now crews are excavating here in the river. All of these volunteers are getting ready to jump in the water to help recover any bodies.
We embedded with active duty and former Navy SEALs, volunteering their expertise navigating difficult terrain and diving in the Guadalupe River.
A lot of kids' clothing. So, you know, you're walking by it and it's like, you know, you try to think about, like, try to backtrack where that piece of clothing came from, and you know where it came from. You know, the kids can't. So.
And that's what sticks with you when doing this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, organizations like 300 Justice Road feeding more than 1,000 meals a day to first responders and volunteers right outside Camp Mystic.
We've all been through it with Harvey, and it feels great to be out here helping people. Have run through every emotion of the roller coaster this week.
Rescuers now recounting some of those dramatic stories of survival, like this heart-stopping video showing a group of firefighters struggling to pull a woman out of the raging river.
So my two guys, they donned the flotation devices, they grabbed ropes, they entered the water, they reached the victim, found her, made sure she was okay, she was alive. They pulled her up to safety and we secured her until we could get her across the river.
Search and recovery crews here on the ground say their #1 priority is giving closure to those families who lost everything. Meanwhile, officials telling me it could take months to clean all of this up. Janae.
160 people still missing. Jacqueline, the story just makes your soul ache. Thank you for your reporting there. We are going to move on now to the ongoing protests in California over immigration raids there. The authorities are searching for one person suspected of firing on federal agents. ABC's Zareen Shaw is in Los Angeles this morning with those details. Good morning, Zareen.
Good morning, Janae. There's also a sweeping new directive from President Trump. All of this as tensions are flaring across California. Federal immigration raids are sparking chaotic confrontations and now the urgent search for a man seen shooting at federal agents. This morning, the search is underway for the man seen on video allegedly firing at federal agents during a violent clash at a cannabis farm near Los Angeles. It comes as a federal judge overnight ordering the Trump administration to temporarily halt, quote, indiscriminate immigration stops in 7 California counties, including Los Angeles. The judge stating that the DHS cannot detain someone based on their race, spoken language, or job, and that they cannot deny a detainee the right to legal counsel. The order comes in response to a lawsuit filed last week by immigration advocacy groups, as the immigration crackdown around parts of Los Angeles has been intensifying, resulting in chaotic scenes like this one. Aerial footage shows scores of masked agents swarming rural sites, some kicking in doors, others tossing smoke canisters to scatter workers. Among those found, 10 minors. authorities released this photo showing agents posing with the children. In a late-night social media post, President Trump described protesters as thugs hurling rocks and bricks at law enforcement vehicles, saying he's granting total authorization to protect officers and demanding arrests immediately. In Texas, a chilling new case. The FBI now offering a $25,000 reward for information on this man, accused of plotting a July 4th ambush outside an ICE detention facility. He's one of 12 people now charged in the suspected attack. Officials say fireworks were used to lure correction officers out of the building. Then came the gunfire. One officer was hit.
An assailant who was positioned in the woods shot him in the neck area.
And a separate shooting at the McAllen Airport involving U.S. Customs and Border Protection. New video shows the aftermath of a gunman unleashing dozens of rounds into the federal building before he was killed by law enforcement. The United Farm Workers say 11 people were injured during the raids, one of them in critical condition after falling off a roof, according to the family. Critics are warning the operations could fuel even more protests and could provide cover for individuals intent on targeting federal agents. Malika?
Zareen, thank you. We'll certainly continue to update this story as it unfolds. Now to the trade war. President Trump's hitting some of America's biggest trading partners with new tariff threats, some as high as 50%, and all set to go into effect August 1st. ABC senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is here now with all the details. Good morning, Selena.
Hey, Malika, good morning. And businesses and governments around the world are scrambling to keep up with President Trump's ever-changing tariff moves. Now, remember his promise of 90 deals in 90 days? Well, instead, he's been shifting deadlines and now sending official letters to countries spelling out the tariffs they'll face starting on August 1st. So here's what's on the table so far. 25% tariffs on key trading partners and close allies like Japan and South Korea, 35% tariffs on Canada, and massive 50% tariffs on Brazil. Now, Trump often says that tariffs are about fixing trade imbalances, but in Brazil's case, Trump is pointing to the country's treatment of its former president Bolsonaro. For Canada, he says it's about fentanyl crossing the border, even though less than 1% of the fentanyl seized last year came from Canada. So the question is, what does all of this mean for your wallet? Well, the Yale Budget Lab estimates that all of Trump's proposed tariffs could cost the average American household an extra $2,400 this year. Your cup of coffee could get more expensive. The U.S. imported nearly $2 billion worth of coffee from Brazil last year. Clothing and shoes could get pricier because of tariffs on countries like Bangladesh and Cambodia. The president has also proposed 50% tariffs on copper. That could drive up costs on everything from appliances to electric vehicles, Malika.
Okay, so we could see costs going up here. And Selena, what more do we know about the major layoffs at the State Department?
Yeah, major cuts are underway with more than 1,300 people being laid off. The Trump administration says this is about cutting waste and bureaucracy, but veteran diplomats tell us this comes at a real cost. Many of those being fired have decades of experience, and they warn that this brain drain could weaken America's influence around the world. And this move also comes just days after the Supreme Court cleared the way for Trump's broader plan to shrink the federal workforce. Malika?
Selena, thank you so much. Gio?
All right, Malika, we turn now to the investigation into the Air India crash that killed more than 260 people. The preliminary report is now focusing on the pilots and some key equipment. ABC's Lama Hassan is in London following this story. Good morning, Lama.
Yeah, good morning to you, Gio. Crucial new details into what aviation investigators believe happened to the London-bound Air India plane, causing it to crash last month. Now, this initial report appears to be focusing on the actions of the pilots. The fuel to both engines was shut off just 3 seconds after takeoff. The switches providing fuel are normally on during a flight. This caused both engines to lose thrust. You can see this in the video capturing the Boeing 787 Dreamliner taking off from Ahmedabad Airport. Just 30 seconds later, it descends briefly before disappearing, and then you see a fireball exploding in the sky. The plane crashing into a densely populated neighborhood, killing at least 260 people. Miraculously, one passenger survived. Now, according to the report, the switch for the left engine was turned back on, followed by the right engine, and an automatic restart began, but it was just too late. Both engines weren't able to get the the full thrust. The report also documents the conversation in the cockpit at the time. One pilot asks the other why he did the cutoff, the other replying he did not do so. So there are still so many questions. Were those switches deliberately moved? Was this maintenance malpractice? Was it premeditated? And if that's the case, why? Now, remember, this is an initial report, so the investigation will continue, and it could take months to get the full report. Janae?
Still so many questions. Lama Hassan, thank you for those updates. Staying overseas now, amid a growing threat from China, Taiwan is conducting its largest ever military drills. This year's exercises will last 10 days and involve 22,000 reservists. They also include ships and American-made tanks. The drills will focus on Taiwan's readiness in the case of communications failures, as well as an all-out attack from China. Taiwanese defense officials say China will be closely monitoring those exercises. Malika.
Chemical giant DuPont has agreed to pay $27 million to settle a class action lawsuit over polluted water in Hoosick Falls, New York. The settlement was announced just as the case was set to go to trial in federal court this week. 3 other companies settled related claims in 2021. Residents claimed a Teflon coating facility in the town tainted their drinking water. DuPont made the Teflon materials used at the plant. Gio?
And David Gergen, one of Washington's top political insiders in the late 20th century, has died. Gergen served 4 presidents, Nixon, Ford, Reagan, and Clinton, in roles from speechwriter to counselor to the president. He was one of only a few advisors to serve under presidents from both parties. After leaving government, Gergen became a political analyst and author. David Gergen was 83 years old. What a legacy there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's switch gears here. I feel really strange doing this story here because ESPN's Malika Andrews is right here. But let's give it a try. To Wimbledon now, as one of the biggest events in tennis wraps up this weekend. The ladies are up first today, the men tomorrow. ABC's Olivia Rubin joins us now with a preview. Hey, Olivia.
Guys, it is down to the finals today, and there is hope for an American champion. Amanda Anisimova pulling out that upset during the semifinals. She's now playing in the finals just a few hours away, and she's the first American woman to do so since 2019. The men's championship is going to be soon after, but it will go on this year without American Taylor Fritz.
Amanda Anisimova has done it.
The Wimbledon finals are set, and for one American woman across the pond, it's an underdog success story.
Second phase of her career, she's bound for the Wimbledon final.
Amanda Anisimova upsetting the world #1 seed in the semifinals, now preparing for her very first Wimbledon final.
If you told me I would be in the final of Wimbledon, I would not believe you. It's been such a privilege to compete here, and to be in the final is just indescribable, honestly.
The 23-year-old New Jersey native beating Aryna Sabalenka in 3 sets. She's now the youngest American woman to reach the Wimbledon final since Serena Williams in 2004. She now joins the ranks of 3 other American women who have reached the singles finals in each of the last 4 Grand Slam events. But in the men's finals, they'll go on without American Taylor Fritz. The 27-year-old California native suffering a crushing loss in the semifinals to Carlos Alcaraz. The hopes of a male American champion dashed for now. Fritz was the first American man to reach the men's singles semifinals since 2018, and none have gone on to win the tournament in over 2 decades. But Fritz says he's still determined to get there one day.
Every time I play these guys, I learn a lot about what I need to do to improve and get better. So my ultimate goal is to win a slam, and I think I'm going to have to at some point beat these guys to do it.
Instead, it's Alcaraz moving on to face Jannik Sinner in the finals. And it's a remarkable win for Sinner, too. He beats 7-time Wimbledon champ Novak Djokovic in straight sets to secure his own very first Wimbledon final.
I would have never imagined that I can play here, in the finals.
Great story. Anisimova is going to be back on that court just a few hours for the final there. She's going to face off against Iga Świątek. The two have never faced off during a professional match before, but here's a fun fact. Regardless of the outcome today, guys, Wimbledon is going to have a new champion. Neither of them have ever won before.
I love it.
I love that.
Not root for Anisimova. Listening to her story, making a majors at 17, and now being back after taking a mental health break, it's going to be so much fun to watch.
And I love that the camera didn't see it, but as you were pronouncing the names,
Malika was like,
nodding off.
She nailed it.
Got it.
You
could have
go,
seen
girl.
us before. We were going through it.
Thank you so much, Olivia. Still coming up here on Good Morning America, what we're hearing about the Justice Department and the stir over Jeffrey Epstein case. Could there be a resignation in the works?
And we'll tell you why charges may be dismissed against a father seen pushing 2 youth referees at his son's hockey game.
And in our next hour, 14-year-old McKenna Whittam, the youngest National Women's Soccer League player ever, is going to join us live. Stick around here on GMA. And we are back now on GMA with the great Rick Springfield and his classic hit there from 1980, Jesse's Girl. In our second hour, we're going to sit down with the Grammy-winning artist. So many fun things to talk to him about this morning. And we were talking about it here. We haven't been able to get that song.
Singing it in the shower this morning, singing it getting dressed. It's an earworm.
It's so good.
Looking forward to that. Here's a look at some of the other big stories that we were following on this Saturday morning. Turmoil at the top levels of the Justice Department this morning, as sources tell ABC News about a fiery confrontation between Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino and Attorney General Pam Bondi over the department's handling over the investigation into sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. According to sources, Bongino reportedly telling allies he may resign. A memo issued earlier in the week stated that the FBI and DOJ plan to make no future public disclosures related to its review of Epstein's case.
Also this morning in London, Grammy-winning singer Chris Brown has pleaded not guilty to 2 additional charges related to accusations that he assaulted a music producer at a nightclub. Authorities say the 2023 altercation was caught on camera. Another defendant also pleaded not guilty to a similar charge. Prosecutors say that the alleged attack was unprovoked. Meanwhile, Brown is continuing his European concert tour with the court's permission. Back in 2009, he pleaded guilty to assault against his ex, Rihanna.
Also, a new all-time high for Bitcoin, $118,000. This comes on the heels of new legislation creating guardrails and consumer protections for cryptocurrency. The so-called Genius Act passed the Senate and is expected to head to the House of Representatives this upcoming week.
And a unique phenomenon what New Yorkers affectionately know as Manhattan Edge. There you see it right there. That is when the sunset just perfectly aligns with the city's east-west grid, making the view of the sun perfectly in the middle of the street right there, in between those buildings. It's always fun to see all the people in the middle of the street taking pictures.
Yeah, it is very iconic here in New York. Well, we do start this half hour with the parent whose shocking behavior was caught on camera at his son's hockey game, reaching an agreement with prosecutors. This as we see new video of him speaking with police. ABC's Ike Ajachi is here with the update to this story that made headlines, had so many people talking. Ike, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Janae. This incident, which happened back in February, was captured on video and quickly went viral. Now, this morning, we're getting a new look at body camera footage that sheds lights on the moments after the parent's explanation to police. This morning, the shocking video of a father accused of attacking 2 youth referees during his son's hockey game back in February in Seattle has reached a deal to dismiss the charges.
I shot the referees and I said, yeah.
In the viral video, you can see Uriel Cortez Gonzalez opening a door to the ice, approach the refs before shoving the 12 and 14-year-olds down to the ground. And now, new body cam footage zooming in on Gonzalez's attempt to explain his actions.
I think it's important for you to know that this is a criminal investigation.
I pushed the refs around to get my kid.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But I didn't punch him, and I didn't punch him.
Okay.
You know, it was like a lot of people. I'm trying to get to my kid.
Gonzalez claims he was trying to get his kid away from a fight, but the video shows that the fight between the players had already ended, with the refs simply speaking with each other. Witnesses in disbelief, including this woman who identified herself as an off-duty Seattle police officer.
You're open for an arrest.
Did you not see what...
You saw the video.
Yeah, I was right.
Listen, it doesn't...
Gonzalez was charged with 2 counts of misdemeanor assault, but is now reaching an agreement with prosecutors to dismiss the charges if he satisfies specific conditions. He'll have to pay $1,500 in restitution, complete an anger management class, as well as complete 80 hours of community service. Prosecutors say if Gonzalez fully satisfies the conditions, the case will be dismissed. Now, for the last 3 years, the Washington state legislature has rejected proposals that would have made assaulting a sports referee a felony. But at least 20 states have passed laws that protect sports officials.
Wild
It's a fascinating story.
Yeah.
All right, Ike, thank you so much. And something kids and enjoying the summer don't want to think about right now. Heading back to school.
Or Janae.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, what? People are going back to school, but it's happening. It's a little too soon in some parts of the country, right? But parents have to stay practical, so we're going to keep you up to date on those savings, including those back-to-school sales tax holidays. ABC's Christian Cordero joins us now with all the details. Good morning, Christian.
Hey there, Gio. Good morning. You know, math was not my strongest subject in school, but even I can see how some of these deals add up. First of all, there is a sales tax holiday right now and a really good chance that you live in or near a state with one going on at some point this summer. That is when certain items that are related to back to school, including clothing, are exempt from sales tax. Mississippi's is happening right now through tomorrow. It applies to certain clothes, footwear, and school supplies. Each item has to cost less than $100, FYI, to qualify. The price tag limit is higher in some other states, including Alabama, for example. That's because it includes certain electronics as part of its sales tax holiday, which is next weekend. Arkansas follows the weekend after that, and theirs also includes certain electronics. And Florida's back-to-school sales tax holiday has expanded to the entire month of August. Just in time, too, Janae, most Florida students will start school right in the middle of that window, which is just 1 month from now. Janae.
Got out of school 2 weeks ago, Christian, but good to know where families can get a break from paying sales tax. Yeah. Have you found any good back-to-school deals out there?
Yes, and I'll share a few with you. So Dick's Sporting Goods has a pretty big sale on their clothing right now. 40% off, up to 40% off select clothing and shoes, and up to 50% off their store brand kids clothing. At Office Depot, Target, and Walmart, you'll find discounts on school supplies. Certain backpacks at Office Depot are 25% off through mid-September. Target has a bunch of school supplies on sale for 50 cents or less, including a 24-pack of crayons, a spiral notebook, and glue sticks. And take a look at some of our highlights from Walmart. This Bluey backpack is $20 off, now $13.49. Dry erase markers, because teachers were looking out for you too, are $14 off at about $6.50 for a pack of 8. Pretty good deal there, Malika.
Yeah, it is a pretty good deal. It's good to know that there's some deals out there for the kiddos. I loved back to school shopping when I was a little girl, but then when I was a college student, I had to spend my own money. Yeah, so I was less excited about that. Are there any deals for college students out there?
Or you can also hope that your parents will take you shopping as a college student, and the parents can hope that their kids would use, if they bought it for them, a vacuum. So check out this Dyson D7 vacuum. It's $170 off, priced at $229. Really good deal there. And pro tip, guys, you don't actually need to have a kid in school in order to take advantage of some of these deals. Personally, I'm torn between the vacuum and the Bluey backpack, to be honest.
Yeah, we should go afterwards. We can go get these deals, too.
We are into it. Christian, thank you so much. You're so fun this morning. We appreciate you.
And to some familiar territory for me, being from ESPN, looking at the big sports headlines this weekend. A new show on Disney Plus. It's called Vibe Check, and it features ESPN's most prominent female voices sharing their expertise. So joining us now is one of the hosts, our analyst, Monica McNutt. Monica, it's good to see you over here on this side.
Hey, friend, you look great.
It is good to be hanging with you over here on GMA. I want to start with the WNBA, and I promise I'm not just saying this because I'm from the Bay Area, but the Golden State Valkyries, they have been sort of the surprise story of the W this season. Meanwhile, the Aces, they haven't exactly looked like the championship team that we're used to. What's going on? What are you watching for in today's matchup?
Well, Malika, today, I think I look at the coaches. Natalie Nakase, the head coach of the expansion team, the Golden State Valkyries, was the lead assistant for Becky Hammon. And earlier this season, the Valkyries beat the Aces, partly because Nakase is running Hammond's system, but she has better players on the defensive side of the basketball that have really been able to challenge the Aces. Now, it's important to call out that the Las Vegas Aces are without three-time MVP A'ja Wilson as she's navigating a wrist injury. She's not expected to play today, but she will be a game-time decision. That's a huge loss for them in terms of the firepower of the Las Vegas Aces. But I will say, Malika, for the big picture in the GMA audience, the Valkyries having such a tremendous season in their first year in the WNBA bodes well, as we just recently heard the announcement of 3 new expansion teams coming to the league very soon.
Go Valks.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Monica, let's talk about the NBA Summer League. The matchup between #1 draft pick Cooper Flagg and Bronny James, it grabbed a lot of attention this week. What were your biggest takeaways?
Gio, that place in Vegas was packed, and I was just so impressed with the level of competition in a summer league game. Cooper Flagg has been ballyhooed, very much so, and worthy of his talent and his versatility coming into the league. And he stepped into his first performance as an NBA player with that level of confidence. On the flip side, though, you've got Bronny James, who very much is trying to navigate his NBA career apart from his father's shadow. I thought he did an excellent job of showing up as a competitor. That play right there was one that I think stands out in everyone's mind because he didn't back down, and he was showing that in his second year, he has taken strides as an NBA player as well. I loved the competition out in Vegas to start it all off.
Now, you know, Malika was just out in Vegas, so I trust you, Monica. I got to verify. Do you agree?
It was awesome to see the competition between those two.
Okay, good. Monica, lots to get excited about today at Wimbledon with Amanda Anisimova. She's the first American to reach the finals there since Serena Williams 6 years ago. We heard you guys mention the Wimbledon finals on Vibe Check yesterday. What's got you excited?
I think while it's great to have an American in the final, her story is one that captivates me. Remember when Simone Biles took a step away and then ultimately came back and proceeded to remind us that she was the GOAT? Well, Amanda Anisimova is not quite on that level, but when you listen to her story, a year ago, guys, she stepped away from tennis entirely. Didn't want to go near a court, touch a racket or a ball because she wanted to acknowledge her mental health. She said after after winning that semifinal matchup, that she couldn't have imagined being back in a final so soon after her return. And so I just think this is an incredible example to all of us to take the best care of ourselves, and certainly are rooting for her to get the crown and represent the U.S. over in Wimbledon.
Amen. Snaps for that. We are with it. Monica McNutt, thank you so much. And new episodes of Vibe Check drop every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern on Disney+.
And there's a lot more ahead here on GMA. Coming up in our second hour, our cover story dealing with a common skin issue at this time of year, inflammation. A lot of people talking about this. Dr. Whitney Bowe shares her advice.
And rising soccer star McKenna Mack-Whittam is here, making history as the youngest professional women's soccer player in the game at just 14 years old.
Good morning, America. It's our second hour. Intense storms rolling through the Midwest, flash flooding, cars swamped, people making their way through waist-deep water, and a tornado warning at the Iowa Speedway. Plus, the fire near the Grand Canyon exploding in size, officials expanding evacuation zones with the North Rim closed. Samara on the threats ahead.
Call it skinflammation. Inflammation of your skin can mean redness and swelling. Dr. Whitney Bowe is here with what you need to know about protecting your skin all summer long and the right way to repair it.
Plus, we're kicking it with the 14-year-old soccer star. McKenna Whittam is the youngest professional player in history. How she's crushing her goals, what's next, and we've got a special surprise for her.
And Rick Springfield, singer of that classic hit Jesse's Girl, is right here talking music, the 40th anniversary of Live Aid, and sharing the small screen with Kim Kardashian as we say, Good Morning America.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Saturday. Good Morning America.
Good morning, America. Happy Saturday to you. We're so excited to have a rock legend in the building, but also to have a little bit of a sports legend in the building. ESPN's Malika Andrews is joining us this morning.
I'd like to have been the rock legend, but no, not quite. My day's already made. It's only 8 a.m. I've gotten to hang out with all of you. It's great to be with you this Saturday. We have a lot of news to get to this morning, including an order from a federal judge overnight barring the Trump administration from conducting broad, untargeted immigration stops and arrests in parts of California.
But so much is happening with the weather, so that's where we begin with the severe storms hitting the heartland overnight. Wind gusts greater than 70 miles per hour from Colorado to Illinois, knocking down trees and power lines. A brief tornado was spotted in Iowa, so let's bring in Samara Theodore now with the latest now. Good morning, Samara. It's a lot to track.
It certainly is. Good morning, Gio. And to the folks at home, take a look at this video. This is Lynn County, Iowa. What a massive tree that fell there, hitting someone's home. Not only that, in Davenport, we actually had some pretty serious flooding. Folks were walking through waist-deep water there. They issued a flash flood emergency as a result. While it has expired, we're still seeing some residual flooding. Come with me. I want to show you what you're in for today. Severe weather is in the forecast for those living in the Great Lakes region. As I push through time, This tells me what the radar could look like by 6 p.m. this afternoon. You're going to the movies, you're going to dinner. Make sure the alerts are on your phone, because from Evansville into Indianapolis, right on into Toledo and Detroit, we could see damaging wind. We could also see a few tornadoes for anyone living in this yellow color here. What happens next? Next, these storms make their way to the East Coast. So they're moving tomorrow, places like upstate New York all the way down to the mid-Atlantic. While the tornado threat isn't as high, we could certainly see some spotty flooding. That's a look at the forecast. Janae, back to you.
All right, Samara, thank you. And to Texas now, where President Trump visited the disaster zone a week after catastrophic flooding there took more than 120 lives and left at least 160 people missing. ABC's Jacqueline Lee joins us live from Kerrville with the very latest. Jacqueline, it must feel so heavy there as you've been talking with people continuing those search and recovery efforts.
That's right, Janae. The grief here is unimaginable. And President Trump acknowledging it's difficult to understand the sheer magnitude of this devastation until seeing it in person. Meanwhile, family members sorting through all of this debris to find their loved ones.
Overnight, a vigil held to remember the 129 victims from the deadly flash flooding that ripped through Texas Hill Country a week ago.
We've lost a lot, but I know that I have hope. You know, if that's the one message that you walk away with, and that's hope.
President Trump and First Lady Melania surveying the disaster zone Friday, stunned by the level of carnage.
I've gone to a lot of hurricanes, a lot of tornadoes. I've never seen anything like this.
Trump was asked to respond to those who say warning alerts did not go out in time, which could have saved more lives.
Well, I think everyone did an incredible job under the circumstances. This was, I guess Christie said, a 1 in 500, 1 in 1,000 years.
And relentless efforts still underway. Thousands painstakingly searching for the more than 160 people who remain missing.
Canines zeroed in on this area, so now crews are excavating here in the river. All of these volunteers are getting ready to jump in the water to help recover any bodies.
We embedded with active duty and former Navy SEALs, volunteering their expertise navigating difficult terrain and diving in the Guadalupe River.
A lot of kids floating. So, you know, you're walking by it and it's like, you know, you try to think about, like, try to backtrack where that piece of clothing came from, and you know where it came from. You know, the kids can't. So.
And that's what sticks with you when doing this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, organizations like 300 Justice Road feeding more than 1,000 meals a day to first responders and volunteers right outside Camp Mystic.
We've all been through it with Harvey, and it feels great to be out here helping people. Have run through every emotion of the roller coaster this week.
Rescuers now recounting some of those dramatic stories of survival, like this heart-stopping video showing a group of firefighters struggling to pull a woman out of the raging river.
So my two guys, they donned the flotation devices, they grabbed ropes, they entered the water, they reached the victim, found her, made sure she was okay, she was alive. They pulled her up to safety and we secured her until we could get her across the river.
Search and recovery volunteers telling me their #1 priority is to give closure to families who lost everything, but acknowledging some victims may never be found. Officials saying it could take months to clean up all of the debris. Malika.
Jacqueline, we're certainly thinking about all of those families affected and thankful for the volunteers who continue their ongoing work. Now to the ongoing protests in California over immigration raids. Overnight, a judge ordered the Trump administration to stop immigration arrests without probable cause in Southern California, and authorities are searching for one person suspected of firing on federal agents. ABC's Zareen Shaw is in Los Angeles with more. Good morning, Zareen.
Good morning, Malika. First, a sweeping new directive from President Trump, and all of this as tensions are flaring across California. Federal immigration raids sparking chaotic confrontations, and now the urgent search for a man seen shooting at federal agents. This morning, the search is underway for the man seen on video allegedly firing at federal agents during a violent clash at a cannabis farm near Los Angeles. It comes as a federal judge overnight ordering the Trump administration to temporarily halt, quote, indiscriminate immigration stops in 7 California counties, including Los Angeles. The judge stating that the DHS cannot detain someone based on their race, spoken language, or job, and that they cannot deny a detainee the right to legal counsel. The order comes in response to a lawsuit filed last week by immigration advocacy groups, as the immigration crackdown around parts of Los Angeles has been intensifying, resulting in chaotic scenes like this one. Aerial footage shows scores of masked agents swarming rural sites, some kicking in doors, others tossing smoke canisters to scatter workers. Among those found, 10 minors. Authorities released this photo showing agents posing with the children. In a late-night social media post, President Trump described protesters as thugs hurling rocks and bricks at law enforcement vehicles, saying he's granting total authorization to protect officers and demanding arrests immediately. In Texas, a chilling new case. The FBI now offering a $25,000 reward for information on this man, accused of plotting a July 4th ambush outside an ICE detention facility. He's one of 12 people now charged in the suspected attack. Officials say fireworks were used to lure correction officers out of the building. Then came the gunfire. One officer was hit.
An assailant who was positioned in the woods shot him in the neck area.
And a separate shooting at the McAllen Airport involving U.S. Customs and Border Protection. New video shows the aftermath of a gunman unleashing dozens of rounds into the federal building before he was killed by law enforcement. The United Farm Workers say 11 people were injured during the raids, one of them in critical condition after falling off a roof, according to their family. Critics are warning the operation could fuel even more protests and could provide cover for the individuals intent on targeting federal agents. Gia.
All right, Zoreen, thank you for your reporting there. Now to the preliminary report on the deadly Air India crash last month, finding that the switch controlling the flow of fuel to the plane's engines was actually switched to cut off the fuel 3 seconds after the plane lifted off. The report finding that without the fuel, both engines shut down, of course. On the cockpit recording, one pilot is heard asking the other why he hit the cutoff switch. The other pilot responded that he did not. 10 seconds later, the fuel was restored, but of course, by then it was too late. At least 260 people died in the crash. Just one man survived. Janae.
Well, switching gears to Wimbledon, and the finals are set for one of the biggest events in tennis. New Jersey Joyzy baby native Amanda Anisimova will be in her very first final after upsetting the #1 seed in the semifinals. At 23, she is now the youngest American woman to reach the Wimbledon final since another American, Serena Williams, back in 2004. And on the men's side, American Taylor Fritz was defeated by Carlos Alcaraz, who will now face Yannick Skinner. A lot to look forward to.
You heard that, Jersey?
Joyzy, baby.
Jersey's biggest advocate right here.
Yeah. Still coming up here on GMA Morning Menu. You've got skin inflammation. We've got solutions. Dr. Whitney Bowe joins us live.
Also ahead here, Rick Springfield is right here to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the groundbreaking rock and roll concert that changed everything. See you soon, Rick.
I hope that means we get to sing a little bit too. And lifestyle expert Brittany Levine is here with ABC Secret Sales. Some clever solutions for wellness for your home and your body. We'll be right back.
And we are back now on GMA with a common skin issue that so many deal with, all right? It's inflammation, and that's what we're talking about. So we've called in our favorite skincare expert, board-certified dermatologist, Dr. Whitney Bowe, for some advice. And Dr. Bowe, it is good to see you, but I'll admit, this kind of came up because Tommy and I were dealing with some inflammation, and we're like, what's going on? So let's talk about it. What is inflammation?
So when your skin is inflamed, your immune cells release chemicals that increase blood flow into the skin and trigger a process of cellular repair. Now, while that process is meant to heal the skin, it can result in some pretty uncomfortable signs, symptoms, so things like redness, swelling, inflammation, and even discoloration in the skin as well.
And so, Dr. Bowe, you say that inflammation can be caused by so many things, from sunburns to allergic reaction to powerful anti-aging ingredients like retinol. This TikTok user posted a video about her skin's reaction. What's happening here when you look at that?
Even active ingredients like retinoids can cause inflammation in the skin if they're not
That's
used
what happens to me.
the right way. Exactly. Right. So, retinoids, I'm a huge fan of retinoids. Retinol, retinal, they're excellent for acne. They're excellent for signs of aging, fine lines, wrinkles, stimulating collagen synthesis in the skin. But if you're new to retinoids and you just dive right in, you start using it every single night right away, right off the bat, it can lead to inflammation in the skin. It's actually one of the reasons why my skin cycling method went viral, is because when people were experiencing this firsthand and they're like, wait a second, if I back off and I slowly introduce these powerful actives over time, I can get all the benefits from these ingredients, right? But without going through this very unnecessary inflammatory stage.
And people really should look up your skin cycling. It's all free on your Instagram, because that has helped so many people. It's amazing. Yeah.
This is the type of advice I need, because I'm the person who goes and is like, how much can I try to put on? I love a skin product routine, and I'm trying to find, okay, less is more.
More is not better.
Yeah,
right,
more
exactly.
is not better,
Yeah,
less is more. When I'm on social media, though, especially this time of year, I'm seeing a lot about the margarita burn, I think is what it's called. What is this that I'm seeing all over TikTok?
I see this every summer. So it's something called so it's phytophotodermatitis is the
Margarita
technical
burn
term.
is easier.
It's also known as margarita burn because it happens when people are making margaritas on the beach. So what's happening is that plant chemicals, plant compounds are getting on the skin. That skin is exposed to sunlight, and then you can get a reaction. You can get really bad burns, blistering, even something called post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, where the skin is stained for literally months, even after the inflammation goes away. Now, this happens with citrus fruits, so I think people mostly are familiar. Limes,
So maybe
lemon
keep the salt
juice,
rim, hold the
margaritas,
line.
right? But it can also happen with celery. It can happen with parsley. So if you're preparing those foods, fruits, vegetables, you want to really thoroughly rinse your skin with soap and water, pat dry, put on sunscreen before you go out in the sun.
You forget how powerful plants can be. Real quick, a plan of action for this inflammation.
If your skin barrier is damaged, less is more, right? So you want to use a gentle cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. You can layer a serum under that moisturizer with ingredients like hyaluronic acid, peptides. You just want to make sure that all these products have been clinically tested on sensitive skin or post-procedure skin, because products that you can use post-laser or post-chemical peel are actually excellent for when the skin barrier is damaged.
You're the best. Thank you so much.
best.
It is so good to
Skin is
see
so
you.
good.
Oh,
You're
please.
I've been watching the entire That's actually glowing skin over there.
At Dr. Whitney Bowe on Instagram. It's a lot of good advice on there. Thank you so much.
All right, it's time for deals and steals now with summer in full swing. I was trying to get the lowdown on Tori's recent vacation, but we will switch gears now. She's got the perfect accessories for your lifestyle from small businesses. Let's start with good for your feet. Good for your soul.
Feet. Yes. So this is Atrex, and they are, interestingly enough, consider themselves a technology company, even more than a footwear company, because they use so much technology and data to be able to design this specific footbed. So it's totally designed to have this incredible anatomical support that's going to help to relieve foot pain, have incredible arch support, so that every single step you walk in comfort and ease. I am
Which
a
just
big
helps
fan.
the rest of your body.
Helps the rest of your body. We've got a huge assortment. I think these are so cute. I could have worn these today, and they would have been a lot more comfortable than what I have on. All 50% off and free shipping.
Amazing.
So good. All right. Speaking of feet, compression socks, not just feet
Make
and
them
lower
cute.
legs. Make them cute. This is Vim and Vigor, and they're all about graduated compression. So from the way that it's designed is from all the way the calves down to the ankle with graduated compression. It's designed whether you are sitting, standing, exercising, expecting, traveling, you can benefit from compression socks. They're really used to be sort of for certain people. They're literally for everybody. Literally for everybody. They help alleviate
for everybody.
It's designs for everybody, but they help alleviate that achiness and swelling. All 50% off, starting at $13.50.
Cha-ching. Okay, hats for sun protection.
This is really cool. So this company's called No Sweat, and they make these little liners. So whether you have a hat, a visor, a helmet, yes. Sweat. Imagine how sweaty you get inside this helmet. So it's a little liner that can go right here. Does not change the fit or feel, but what it does is it traps the sweat. So that sweat's not pouring down your face, fogging up your glasses, getting you all wet and, smelly, let's face it. Instead, keeps it all right in there. Easy to swap them. If you wear a hat, helmet, visor out in the heat, this one's
Now
for you.
you're covered.
12-pack, 50% off.
Oh,
really
good
smart.
12-pack. That's a big one,
it's
too.
smart. Okay. This is really, really fun assortment from Skinny Tees.
Oh,
so they're known for these fabulous tanks that
I have them in every color.
Exactly.
Every color.
I know. Everyone was telling me, like, this is my wardrobe. So whether you wear it alone, pair it with leggings now, or then they also have these easy breezy linen blend dresses. Then look at this. Like, this is like a super lightweight, easy. This top and pants, really fabulous. Everything from them is designed to just allow you to breathe easy, feel comfortable and confident, and it's all 50% off starting at $11.
You got big discounts.
We do, of course we do.
Okay, tell me about these bags.
This is Lug, and they make really great bags with your kind of convenience and organization in mind. This crossbody bag, it's got 3 exterior compartments you can access.
And a water bottle
And a
holder?
water bottle holder. You can wear it on your shoulder or crossbody. And if you don't have a bottle in there, that's okay. The pocket just disappears. Look how many pockets on that backpack. So many exterior pockets,
massive.
because typically you have to just go inside and you're digging to try to find stuff. Not with this. All the pockets right here on the outside, organization on the inside. This duffel's great, and it also comes with a little trolley sleeve, so that it just fits right over your. You could that trolley sleeve there. So if you've got a rolling cart. All 50% off from Lug. And then finally, this is not your average beach towel. What I love about Salt and Rays is that there's no bulk. Imagine this can easily go in your gym bag. It's UPF 50 fabric, so you get sun protection built in the fabric. Quick drying, super absorbent. So whether you're taking it to the gym or to the beach or the pool, you got so much stuff to lug around. You don't want to have a big bulky towel. This one does the job for you, and it's 50% off.
Look at that, Tori. You've always got everything we need. We appreciate you, and we, of course, have partnered with these companies on these great deals. You can get them at our website, where you can also find bonus deals. That QR code right down there on the screen takes you there. Coming up, the man, the myth, the legend, Rick Springfield. He is here. Stick around. We'll see you in a second.
Look what we have here. It is a visual representation of how alcohol affects people of different ages. We have the young.
Morning.
The slightly older.
Please stop talking.
The slightly older still. And alas, the very, very, very old. She is unconscious and virtually unwakeable witness.
Back now on GMA. That's a fan favorite right there, and it's coming back to ABC. A reboot of Scrubs with the original cast members, including Zach Braff, Sarah Chalk, and Donald Faison, all on board. Look for it in the 2025-2026 season right here on ABC. That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look at some of the top headlines we're following right now. 911 service in Pennsylvania. It is fully restored this morning. Officials alerted the public on Friday afternoon that the statewide system was experiencing what they called intermittent outages, saying some calls were okay while others were missing vital information for operators. Pennsylvania's emergency management agency saying it is investigating how this happened.
Google is dropping billions in an artificial intelligence battle. The company reportedly paying $2.4 billion as part of a deal to hire talent and get approval to license some of the technology from AI coding startup Windsurf. The move follows an attempt from rival OpenAI to acquire Windsurf.
And 3-time Grammy Award winner Bad Bunny kicked off his residency overnight in Puerto Rico, where he is from. Shows in San Juan, they run through September. The first 9 performances, they are just for Puerto Rican residents.
Oh, Bad Bunny. I
Bad
love
Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Okay.
We say that way too much.
We do, but love it. All right, up next, tomorrow marks the 40th anniversary of Live Aid, a massive star-studded benefit concert that was broadcast live from stages both here in the States in Philadelphia and across the pond in London to raise money for famine relief in Ethiopia. Grammy Award-winning musician, actor, and author Rick Springfield was one of the performers in Philly that day. He joins us now. We're so excited that you're here. Thanks for being here. For an unfamiliar generation, how would you describe Live and what a big deal it was when it
Live Aid?
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing is that from Live Aid to now is the same distance as from Live Aid to World War II.
Whoa.
So,
Wow.
Quite a while ago. But it was the first, I mean, there'd been benefits before, but it was the first international one. It was just, everybody was aware of it, the massive news coverage, and, you know, it was the biggest one, basically still the biggest one of all the benefits, you know.
Rick, what do you remember from that day?
Nothing.
I mean, what?
It was, I was on tour at the time, so I came in fast and went and left to get, I had to play that night. But probably my fondest memory is, I think, blowing off Eric Clapton. My agent was his agent, right? And it was a kind of, I'm not really nervous on stage. I get excited, but I was a little, it was a big thing. It was a big thing. So he came over and he said, "Yeah, Eric wanted to meet you." And I said, "Sorry, man, I can't right now. Got to go on." So sorry, Eric.
Did you ever get to apologize in person?
No, but I'm apologizing
There we
now
go.
just in
Right
case
here.
you're watching this show.
Big timing, Eric Clapton. I mean, that is one for the books here. When I heard that we were having you on the show, immediately I started singing. We've been singing all morning. Is there a time, though, I think of maybe 13 going on 30, where you're watching a movie and you didn't even know that your song was going to come up, and then, oh, there it is.
Yeah, well, actually, my wife and I, we love Bora Bora, and we're vacationing in this place in Bora Bora, and we're flying back, and there was a movie called Couples Retreat that had been filmed at that place, right?
Wow.
And it was on the plane, and we said, "Oh, let's watch it. You can look at the reminisce about the place we just left." And suddenly I hear Jesse's Girl, and I'm going, I think someone was playing a trick. Like, it sounded like it was coming over the intercom, right? It was on the show, and I didn't know it was on the show.
Well, I hope you got the check for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the check cleared.
I wish I had $1 for every time everyone had an ear. Oh, wait, I do.
Good for you. That song, it was such a big hit. You're on the road for the I Want My 80s tour. You were in Atlantic City last night. What makes it magical to still play that song when you do?
The audience. Honestly, I always say my job is to give the audience a couple of hours freedom from, the monkeys talking in their head and the stuff that you can't shut up. But it gives us freedom from that too. When I'm on stage, I'm totally connected. And honestly, playing songs and seeing everybody sing along and smile, it's addictive, and it's not the worst. It doesn't suck.
How do you focus? I mean, even just behind you, we're looking at how many people you were performing in front of. Like, how do you focus with that many people?
I try and project out to everybody, but every couple of minutes I'll focus on one person, and hopefully they're enjoying it and they're not sitting here looking at their iPhone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, if they're there for you, they're not. They're definitely there.
I actually I do a solo show as well, where it's just an acoustic guitar, and there was some guy sitting there on his iPhone. I just said, "Dude, the show's up here. What are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, sorry, I'm posting photos of you. I just."
You're like, okay, keep doing that.
Sorry.
Hashtag.
I'm a jerk. I'm sorry.
Can we talk about the Ryan Murphy Show, All's Fair? So you're sharing the screen with Naomi Watts, Niecy Nash, Kim Kardashian. What was that like?
It was interesting. I mean, it's certainly Ryan is a big guy in the movie and the TV business, and I love TV now. Back in the '70s, when I was first started with, Incredible Hulk and shows like that, the writing was pretty awful. But now all the best writers are in TV, and it's great to do acting where the writing is good.
Well, we are so glad that you stopped by GMA. Rick Springfield,
Sorry
thank you
about
so
the
much.
earworm, too.
Oh, well.
We are going to enjoy it for the rest of the day. It's a soundtrack. Yeah. It's a perfect song to walk around New York City singing in your own head.
It really is, right? That's right. All right, thank you so much.
Thanks a
we
lot.
appreciate you. And coming up, she's the youngest National Women's Soccer League player ever, and we're going to sit down with 14-year-old Mac Whittam next here on GMA. Stick around.
Welcome back to GMA. We're here now with the pitch. We mean that literally. Perfect rising soccer star who's making history as the youngest professional women's soccer player in the game at just 14 years old. But don't let her age fool you. Mac Whittam is a force to be reckoned with, a name that you're going to want to know. Mac, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So excited to have you.
Yeah.
I think for some, you see 14 years old and a professional soccer player, and you think, okay, overnight success. But that is not at all the case with you. Can you just tell us a little bit about some of the behind the scenes, the work, the moments that came for playing Gotham FC?
Well, I mean, just like you said, the work, it's been a long but great journey so far. I started playing soccer when I was 4, and I've had lots of great memories from that. I feel like it's been a great start, and I was playing in my backyard with this blue soccer ball, and my parents were like, hey, let's have you play soccer. And so I feel like ever since that day I've been working hard towards my goal, and it's just been great, and I feel like signing with Gotham was just such an amazing choice. The fact that they're willing to help me get to where I want to be at a certain level, and just want to see me grow, and just also not only as a soccer player but as well as a person, and so I'm really happy with that choice.
It's so amazing. I know you were just telling us in the break that you were on a break from work, basically, so you were hanging out at the pool with your sister, which is what most 14-year-olds are doing. Tell us about balancing academic life, doing school online while working and playing soccer. You've made it through Romeo and Juliet while balancing everything you've had to do.
It was an amazing choice, I feel like, that I chose. It's been 5 years so far doing online school, and I feel like it's helped me grow into the person that I am. I know how to make routines. I know how to set my own schedule and be disciplined, and it's just nice. I don't have to feel stressed to turn in certain assignments, and I just can go at my own pace.
Are y'all as blown away by her?
Blown away.
Are you really 14?
Are you like is this a joke? You're not 14.
Although here we have a birthday coming up, right?
Yeah.
15. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
15. What's the biggest dream that you have for your career?
Well, I would say I have a lot of goals and dreams. Yeah, I have a lot of goals. Mostly just how can I become the best version of myself as an all-time athlete. I feel like I have lots of idols that I look up to. You have Nadal, you have Michael Phelps, Jordan, and you see them not just great at their sport, but they're just a great all-time athlete, and I want to become one of those people that kids look up to, even some adults. So, and also I want to compete in the Olympics and World Cups and win a few championships.
Great goal. That is an excellent goal to have, making sure
Yeah.
you're on the world stage
Yeah.
as well. Taking care of you physically is going to be so important in that pursuit, but also mentally. And we all need a hype up song, right? Everybody needs something to listen to right before about to go on a big show or a big game. What's the first thing you're putting in your headphones?
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
But the biggest song for me that I listen to is the "Please Don't Stop the Music."
I love
from
it.
her.
Oh, good beat.
Yeah, it's good. It's difficult though, because I feel like when people ask me that question, I'm always I don't really listen to a song or I don't really have a favorite song. I change it up probably every week. I'll just have different songs. So yeah.
I love you're so stoic and mature, talking about wanting to be an all-time great, but that little smile that came out talking about wanting to play in the World Cup and the Olympics, you go, girl. We are all going to be cheering you on. We appreciate you being here with us
Thank you.
today.
I'm so happy.
But
Thank you for
because
having me.
your birthday's coming up, we don't want you to leave without
Thank you so
a little
much.
something
my
from
gosh.
us.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
little GMA hat.
Awesome.
Great to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You're
so nice
awesome.
Best of luck. We are rooting for you. You fans and the three of us forever now.
That's right. Mac! All right, we're back now with ABC's Secret Sales lifestyle expert Brittany Levine right here with clever solutions for your home and your well-being. We all need that. Everything you see here is shoppable. There's that QR code right on the screen. What's up, Brittany?
Hey, so great
Good
to see
my
you
friend.
and be back with you guys. Okay, so IVAC, what we're seeing here, so interesting. You've got a 2-in-1, so it's an actual vacuum.
Okay.
Right? So if you are a mom,
This does not look like a vacuum
well,
cleaner. This
put
is amazing.
This in the corner of your kitchen, and if you've got hair on the floor, if you've got kids' crumbs on the floor, which I always do, all you have to do is you have to activate it and literally sweep it up. And you could just put this and see how quickly it just sweeps
That's
up.
unbelievable.
It's also an air purifier, okay? So it will literally dehumidify your home, taking all of the bad stuff out of the air. So easy to use. We're talking, this is $149, but free shipping today and 25%
And people don't realize what a difference a purifier will do in your home. You will
in your
feel
home
it.
like this. Exactly.
Okay, the drains, always a
Yes.
problem. They're always,
So, especially with us ladies with the long hair, right? Tub Shroom and Shrink Shroom, what they're doing is instead of those drain clogs that sit on top of your drain, these fit easily inside your drain. So very neat. And then all you do when you want to take it out and wipe it clean, you can just take it out, take all the hair out, and put it right back in. You don't have to worry about it. So right now, this is $13 per pack, but 50% off today.
Ooh,
so
50%.
from Tub Shroom and Shrink Shroom.
What is this? I'm just going to take a seat.
Oh, take a seat and
Let's
enjoy
see.
because we are creating the spa-like environment wherever you are. This is the comfier massage cushion. This offers that shiatsu techniques.
Oh, wow.
So fabulous. Right now, you can put this in your work. You can put this in your office chair, at home, pop up anywhere.
So you can put this in any chair.
And it has heating. Exactly. It's $143 today, but free shipping. So 32% off. We love this. And
Whit's going to be real upset he's missing this.
This is a good one because you need
Okay.
this. Everyone in my home has been using it and loving it. Talking about relief.
Okay.
We are looking into now compression technology. So this is all about what you have for like antimicrobial properties. You can put these on if you have achy fingers, right?
Yeah.
And then also for bunion support, arch support. We also have the knee braces, and it's anti-odor and antimicrobial. So you can wear this all throughout the day. Mobility is no issues. But right now, $9 to $17.50 and 50% off today.
50%.
Yes, for all the compression technologies. And I love this, again, if you're just wanting to move, like literally, if you can forget about wearing this, which I love.
Which is so great.
If you have something aging in your home, Copper Compression is doing amazing things. You can find all their options
Great
there.
for athletes as well. Something else that's really good for
I know.
athletes.
Well, this is going to be great for you, I feel like, because I know, you like to,
Well, thank you very much.
you work out, right? So for all of you out there, MediFrost, what Reathlete is doing is they have an actual portable cold frost technology. So you
I'm gonna
can,
open this up.
this can be, you can, while you're watching TV, while you're moving throughout, you can put this on and it will literally give you that relief for the soreness, muscle pains and aches.
Oh, because you see the inside of it. That's where the water flows?
Exactly, and where the ice sits. So you
and the
can
ice
sit, watch your favorite show. This is $100 today. Right now we're having it at 50% off plus free shipping, which is fabulous. But we're talking about relieving pain, allowing you to recover faster, fix all your sore muscles. Really good stuff.
Brilliant. Brittany, you bring all the good stuff. Thank you so
try.
much. We appreciate you. And remember that you can shop with all these companies right here. We've partnered with them. Use that QR code right there on your screen or go to goodmorningamerica.com.
All right, was it as good for you as it was for us?
This was the most fun and quick 2 hours that I have had while I start my day.
Thank you for spending your day with us.
Yes, and we will see you tomorrow and later this morning on ABC News Live.